Ah, well. Look at you. I see you standing there with that same look they all wore right before they realized. You weren't the one who should have been underestimated. Good evening, my delightful little audience. I know why you're here. I know what you want. You want answers. You want clarity. Maybe even a little comfort. But tonight, you get none of that. Tonight, you get the truth. And the truth, it cuts sharper than 1,000 knives. What in God's name did you just do? That's the question echoing through the halls, rattling their fragile little skulls. You didn't just play the game. You flipped the board, you lit the rule book on fire, and you made everyone choke on the smoke. They thought they had you caged. They thought you were predictable, ordinary, weak. But weakness? Oh, weakness is just the costume you wore long enough for them to relax. You played the fool so they could laugh, and then you tore the laughter right out of their throats. Do you hear it? That silence? That trembling in their bones? That's the sound of shattered certainty. That's the sound of people realizing that everything they thought they knew about you was a lie. A grand, cruel joke, and you were the punchline. You didn't just win. No. Winning is too small a word. You demolished them. You humiliated them. You ripped the mask off their confidence and made them look in a mirror they couldn't bear to face. You made them afraid. Not of failure, not of defeat, but of you. Do you know what it means to terrify the ones who once dismissed you? It means you've crossed the invisible line, that sacred little boundary between them and you. It means you've taken their comfort, their smugness, their little thrones of arrogance, and you burned them all down. You didn't just claim victory. You became the nightmare they whisper about when the lights go out. Let me tell you something about the world, my dear listener. They don't want you to win, not like this. They're fine with you achieving just enough, with you scraping by, surviving, as long as it doesn't disturb their precious hierarchy. But when you explode, when you leap from nothing to everything, when you turn the tables so violently they don't even recognize the game anymore, that's when panic sets in. That's when they shriek, "What in God's name did you just do?" Because deep down, they realize something horrific. You didn't just surpass them, you exposed them. You proved that their power wasn't divine, wasn't untouchable. It was fragile. And now it lies in pieces at your feet. Remember this, the world worships winners, but fears destroyers. And you, oh you didn't just win. You obliterated. You made their crowns look like paper toys. You made their titles sound hollow. You dragged their illusions into the dirt and danced on them with fire in your eyes. And here's the funny thing. They'll try to paint you as dangerous, reckless, insane, and maybe you are. But you know what? That's exactly what it takes to break chains, to rip down walls, to make history choke on your name. So stand tall. Don't you dare apologize. Don't you dare shrink just to soothe their fragile egos. Because the truth is this. You earned their fear. You built it. Brick by brick, move by move, blow by blow, until the world had no choice but to admit, you're not playing anymore. You're rewriting the rules, and their screams are the soundtrack to your rise. Let them be shattered. Let them whisper. Let them curse your name through clenched teeth. Because every time they do, they're reminding the world of the one undeniable fact. You weren't supposed to do this, but you did. And now, nothing, not their doubt, not their hatred, not even their fear, can undo it. So smile. Smile that wicked smile that makes them question everything. Smile like the storm you are. Because you didn't just win, you became inevitable. And now, Now they'll never forget what you've done. Do you really understand what you've done? No, you don't. Not yet, because victories are easy to celebrate, but revolutions take time to sink in. You didn't just break through the wall. You made the wall look foolish for ever standing there. You turned their fortress into sand, their certainty into dust, and now they're choking on it. They'll say it was luck. They'll scream it was unfair. They'll insist the stars bent just for you, because if they admit the truth, that you outthought them, outplayed them, outfought them, then their whole identity collapses. Their crowns lose meaning. Their titles turn into jokes. You have robbed them of themselves. Do you know how terrifying that is? To watch someone who was once beneath you rise like a storm and tear your reflection apart. That's not just defeat. That's death of the self. Look at them, shaking, sweating, staring with wide eyes. Like children who've just seen the monster in the closet step into the light. Except this time, the monster smiled back. You are that monster. And monsters don't play fair. Monsters don't wait for permission. Monsters don't stop once the screaming starts. So let me whisper this truth directly into your ear. What you've done is irreversible. The balance has shifted. The tables are splintered. The game is yours. They will try to rebuild, of course. They'll claw at scraps, glue together their fragile little reputations, but it won't matter. Because once the illusion shatters, once people see that power bleeds, it never looks divine again. It looks mortal, fragile, weak. And you, my friend, you made power bleed. They're going to call you dangerous now, and they're right. They're going to call you unpredictable, and they're right. They're going to call you insane, and maybe, just maybe, they're right. But insanity? Oh, insanity is the currency of revolution. Madness is the knife that cuts the strings of control, and you have sharpened that blade to perfection. So let them fear, let them whisper, let them pray to gods who never saved them. Because from this night forward, their world is yours to haunt. Their certainty is yours to corrupt. Their silence is yours to fill with the sound of your laughter. And when they look at you, trembling, broken, desperate to understand, don't you dare explain. Don't you dare comfort them. Just tilt your head, grin that wicked grin, and let them choke on the only question that still remains. What in God's name did you just do? So look at them, shattered, trembling, choking on the ashes of their certainty. They will rebuild, they will whisper, they will pray that this was a one-time disaster. But deep down, they know. You've changed the order of things forever. You didn't just win. You rewrote the rules. You carved your name into their fear. And now, every time they close their eyes, it won't be silence they hear. It will be you, laughing,